Hi, this is Max with Max Movie Recap, and today we are going to do a recap on The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The movie starts in the world of The Hunger Games, showing a big city in the future. The main character, Corio, is searching for his dad with his sister, but they can't find him. When they go back home, their grandmother gives them sad news: their dad has died. Corio looks at a picture of his dad, feeling sad and remembering him. Then, the story jumps forward a few years. Corio has grown up. We see him getting ready for his day. It turns out his dad was a smart scientist, and they had a good life when he was alive. But since his dad's death, they've had money problems. After his dad died, a doctor from the capital, Dr. Gall, started the Hunger Games with help from a friend. The idea for these deadly games actually came from Corio's dad, and Dr. Gall liked it so much, she turned it into a show for people to watch. Now, Corio goes to college and meets his friends, including a childhood friend. He works hard, hoping to become the top student so he can make money, get respect, and honor his dad's memory. Dr. Gall comes to speak to the students about the 10th Hunger Games. Her friend takes over the announcement but keeps drinking while talking. He says that the games are losing interest, so they need a new twist this year. The idea is to send students to help the game participants, and each student will work with 2 others to win. The top student of the college will be picked based on this. The students meet the game participants, who are poor children from small districts. These kids are prisoners. Corio is assigned a girl from District 12 named Lucy, who was chosen by the mayor for a personal reason. His daughter makes fun of Lucy, saying the games will kill her. Mad, Lucy puts a snake in the girl's shirt, scaring her. The mayor slaps Lucy, but Lucy stays calm and sings a powerful song about freedom, impressing everyone. The next day, the children, including Lucy, are taken to the capital. Corio secretly goes with them, as only the prisoners are allowed to go. Lucy doesn't seem interested in talking to him. Corio introduces himself as her advisor and promises they'll work together to win. On the way, other prisoners get mad at Corio, thinking he forced them into this dangerous game. Suddenly, the car they're in stops, and they're thrown into a cage. A reporter sees them and is surprised to see Corio there. Before he can say anything, Lucy speaks to the reporter. She tells him that Corio is her advisor, and even though she's from District 12, she's excited to be in the game. Her calm and smart response impresses everyone, including Corio. The next day, Corio secretly writes a suggestion to Dr. Gall, proposing an interview segment for the Hunger Games. Dr. Gall calls Corio and his friend to her lab, which is filled with strange animals in jars. She shows them a tank of live snakes and tells them she got the anonymous letter from Corio. Corio's friend lies, saying the idea was hers. Dr. Gall challenges her to get the letter out of the tank. Terrified, she reaches in and gets bitten by a snake. She screams in pain, proving she didn't write the letter. Gall praises Corio for his creativity. Finally, the Hunger Games begin. The arena is huge, and the participants are nervous. Lucy asks Corio to help her during the game. Suddenly, explosions shake the arena, causing chaos. The structure starts to fall apart, and Corio gets trapped under a pillar. While most of the prisoners run away, Lucy stays behind and risks her life to save him. 2 days later, Corio wakes up at home, injured but alive. He immediately asks about Lucy, and his friends reassure him that she's safe. They explain that the explosions were an attack, probably by a prisoner working with rebels. Many prisoners and advisors were killed in the attack, and the Hunger Games are now in chaos. A reporter interviews Lucy, and she sings during the broadcast, sharing her feelings. Her performance moves the viewers, and she becomes very popular. Many people send her money, and Corio feels proud of her. That night, Corio gives Lucy a locket with poison inside. He warns her that the arena is dangerous, and she should trust no one. He advises her to use the poison if needed and hide in one of the many tunnels. The next day, the Hunger Games continue. The prisoners start attacking each other. Lucy looks for her companion in the chaos. While many are killed, she narrowly escapes and finds her companion. She takes him to a cave, hoping to keep him safe. Meanwhile, outside, a prisoner girl kills another prisoner in a brutal fight. The reporter suggests sending food and water to the prisoners using drones. Inside the cave, Lucy is still struggling to care for her infected companion. His condition worsens, and he needs water to calm down. Outside, Dr. Gall, growing annoyed by Lucy's attempts to hide, threatens to unleash venomous snakes to kill everyone, including Lucy, unless she returns to the game. Corio, worried about her, promises to take care of it. Corio enters the arena to help Lucy, but he and his friend are attacked by another prisoner. After escaping, Corio sees that Lucy's infected companion has become violent, chasing her through the cave. Meanwhile, Dr. Gall orders a drone to drop water for Lucy's companion, but when he drinks, he falls from a height and dies. Lucy mourns, but soon, other prisoners plan to kill her. To protect her, Corio sends drones with water to hit the prisoners, knocking them unconscious and giving Lucy a chance to escape. Lucy hides while the prisoners focus on another girl, whom they kill. She tries to poison the water bottles, hoping the prisoners will drink and die, but it backfires when a young girl drinks the poisoned water and dies. Lucy is devastated by her death. On TV, Dr. Gall criticizes the prisoners for breaking the rules. Dr. Gall announces that venomous snakes will be released into the arena. Corio, worried for Lucy's safety, sneaks into Gall's lab and soaks a handkerchief with the scent of Lucy's tears. He hopes the snakes will recognize her scent and spare her. He barely escapes as the snake-filled tank is sent to the arena. As snakes attack the prisoners, some are bitten and die. Miraculously, the snakes avoid Lucy, and she remains the only one alive. The audience is moved as Lucy sings a sad song, and the snakes surround her without hurting her. Corio convinces Dr. Gall not to kill Lucy, and she is declared the winner. However, Corio is caught breaking the rules to save Lucy when Gall's partner finds the handkerchief and poisoned locket. Corio is punished and sentenced to 12 years in District 12. Corio feels hopeful, knowing Lucy is in District 12. On the train, Corio meets a friend who chose exile over the capital's corruption. His friend shares his anger about the games and hopes Lucy is waiting for Corio. Once in District 12, Corio is put in charge of watching for any attempts to escape or signs of rebellion. One day, Corio witnesses the public execution of a man who tried to flee, which deeply affects him. His friend, upset by the injustice, wants to help, but Corio stops him. To cheer up, they go to a bar where Lucy is performing. Corio is overjoyed to see her alive, and their eyes meet. They are happy to reunite. But soon, a man harasses Lucy, and Corio fights him off. His friend pulls him away, but Corio feels uneasy. The next day, Corio talks to Lucy. He's happy she's alive, but Lucy's cold response surprises him. She asks why he came to District 12, not seeming thankful for what he did for her. Corio, hurt, reminds her that he risked everything for her, but she still seems indifferent. Lucy says she feels safe with him now and doesn't want to leave, but Corio feels she's hiding something. He promises to protect her no matter where they are, and they share a heartfelt hug. They spend a lot of time together. But one day Lucy says the place they're in is dangerous, and they should leave. Corio disagrees, saying they're safe for now and should stay. Corio becomes suspicious of his friend and asks if he's involved in anything wrong, as he saw him talking to suspicious people. His friend denies it, claiming he's just helping people escape from the dangerous place. Corio secretly records the conversation and sends it to Gall. The next day, Corio and his friend go to listen to Lucy sing, but Corio's friend sneaks away. Corio follows him and discovers that his friend is planning to help a captive couple escape, bringing weapons to do so. As Corio approaches, the couple's companion pulls a gun on him. Lucy arrives, and Corio grabs the gun and kills the man and his wife. Lucy is terrified, but Corio comforts her, promising they'll escape soon. The next day, Corio's friend is hanged for his betrayal. Lucy is deeply sad, but Corio seems unaffected. They decide to leave District 12 and head into the jungle. Along the way, Lucy asks Corio if he's sad about his friend's death, but Corio insists it was his friend's fault. Lucy then questions if Corio was responsible for his friend's capture, but Corio denies it. She realizes he's lying, and they're in danger. Lucy tells him she'll prepare the boat and leaves. When Corio returns to the boat, he finds it empty. Searching for Lucy, he finds her clothes, and when he checks them, a snake bites him. Corio, confused and angry, accuses Lucy of trying to kill him, despite everything he's done for her. He spots Lucy running away and shoots her in his confusion. When he checks, Lucy's body is gone, and Koryo realizes the snakebite caused him to hallucinate. He understands that Lucy wasn't really there, and his thoughts were twisted by the poison. Koryo returns to the base and is given small bottles of poison. He meets with the general, who tells him he's going to be released. Koryo follows Gaul's orders and goes to the capital, where he meets her. Gaul is pleased with Koryo's loyalty and offers him a position as her assistant, saying the Hunger Games serve to remind everyone that the capital will always stay in control. Later, Koryo meets Gaul's partner, who reveals that he and Koryo's father were once close friends. He accuses Koryo of being a traitor like his father, saying that Koryo helped his friend die on purpose. Koryo quietly listens, agreeing with his partner's words. After their conversation, Koryo leaves the room and secretly poisons the alcohol his partner is drinking. His partner dies from the poison, and Koryo proceeds with pride, ready for the next Hunger Games.